The galaxy had forgotten Earth. When the Empire's fleets descended, they erased cities in firestorms, enslaved billions, and scattered survivors to the edges of nowhere. The great powers of the galaxy laughed at humanity's weakness. They mocked the soldiers who had tried to resist, calling them primitive, undisciplined, obsolete on holofeeds across the Empire. Generals jeered at the footage of humans falling in battle. So much noise, so much pride, yet they crumbled like dust, one admiral said. The laughter carried through the stars. But laughter has a way of dying. When the shadows begin to answer, in the ashes of Earth, one soldier remained. Commander Cale Arden. To his enemies, he was a forgotten name. To his own people, he had been a phantom, one of Earth's Black Ops elite, trained in the SOS program where soldiers were forged to survive impossible missions. They weren't built to fight wars. They were built to end them. Cale had been presumed dead when the Empire cracked Earth's defenses. In truth, he had gone underground, carrying fragments of intelligence, codes and weapons prototypes the Empire had failed to destroy. He didn't just survive, he adapted. For 2 years he studied the Empire, moving like a ghost through their systems. He learned their weaknesses, their arrogance, their blind spots, and when the moment came, he began to strike. The first blow came on Caraxes Prime, an imperial slave world. The Empire's governor, renowned for his cruelty, was hosting a feast for his alien allies. In the middle of his toast, the governor's palace exploded into fire. Cameras across the city caught the moment a single human figure stepped through the smoke. Dragging chains broken from the wrists of slaves, he raised a captured plasma rifle and fired into the air. "My name is Cale Arden. I am a soldier of Earth. You mocked us. You enslaved us. Now you kneel." The city fell into chaos. By dawn, the governor was dead, the slave camps emptied, and the symbol SOS was burned into the ruins. The Empire dismissed it as terrorism. But then it happened again. A dreadnought, the flagship of the 8th Fleet, was boarded in the silence of deep space. Its crew never saw the infiltrator. All they heard was the sound of their own alarms as Cale rerouted their power cores, sealing them inside. The ship detonated before reinforcements arrived. The broadcast followed within hours. "You said humans couldn't fight. You were wrong." Across the galaxy, whispers grew. The slaves repeated his name. Resistance cells rose from the dirt, emboldened by the ghost who fought for them. The Empire tried to suppress the stories. They failed. Cale didn't just kill. He humiliated. On Heathrow Station, an entire squadron of Imperial officers were found stripped of their weapons, their insignias carved away, forced to kneel in front of the liberated slaves they had once commanded. Cale left them alive. Their defeat streamed across the comms for every world to see. On the fortress moon of Veridon, Cale seized control of the defense grid. Instead of destroying it, he turned its weapons on the Imperial fleet, annihilating them in seconds. Survivors were captured not by soldiers, but by the very civilians they had oppressed. Cale didn't simply defeat the Empire, he made them bow. The Imperial High Council declared Cale Arden the scourge of the throne. Billions of credits were placed on his head. Whole legions were dispatched to hunt him, but Cale was never there to be caught. Every time they closed the trap snapped shut on them instead. Fleets destroyed themselves. Legions walked into their own graves. Commanders turned paranoid, seeing Cale's hand in every shadow, every silence, and still he kept speaking. "You mocked Earth's soldiers. You thought us broken. Now your empire breaks." The final blow came on the throne world. Cale had infiltrated deep into the palace itself, wearing the guise of an enslaved worker. For weeks he studied the defenses, the rotations, the arrogance of rulers who believed themselves untouchable. When the day of the Imperial Grand Convocation arrived, with billions watching the holofeed, the Emperor rose to give his speech, and then every screen flickered that it wasn't the Emperor who spoke, it was Cale Arden. "You wanted the galaxy to laugh at us. You broadcast our defeats, our humiliation, our suffering. You thought it would break us. Instead, it made us stronger. You said humanity had no soldiers left. Now I show you what one soldier can do." As his words echoed across the stars, the palace detonated. The Emperor, his council, his court obliterated in a single strike. The explosion was captured by every feed, sent across every channel. Billions watched the Empire's seat of power crumble into ash. When the fires faded, the galaxy no longer laughed at humans. The slaves rose by the millions, conquered worlds, rebelled. The Empire fractured, its fleets splintering under the weight of fear, and in every shadow, they whispered the name of the man who had made them kneel. Commander Cale Arden, soldier of Earth, the one they mocked, the one they hunted, the one who proved them wrong. The Empire had ridiculed humanity's warriors. Now they bowed to one